Mom Nation, it's Katie here with another episode of Live and Learn, and we have a very, very interesting topic and a very interesting guest today. I am super excited to interview her. Say hello, Miss Kelly Bennett.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
Kelly is with NeuroFitness. Now, Kelly, let's dive right into it. What do you do?
I help people using the latest brain science go through their emotional things that they've got going on, whether it be anxiety, depression, in a little slump, and people who have physical pain. So I found that many times when people have physical pain, the emotional stuff is kind of right there with it. So helping people through that has been amazing.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about how you got into this. Basically where you discovered that it was a passion of yours and kind of how that all unfolded.
Helping people became a real passion way back years ago when I was in high school. There was a little girl in my town who was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. She wouldn't take her shots. She wouldn't test her blood sugar. She would do nothing. So family was at their wits' end. We don't know what to do. Nurses, doctors talked to her, nothing. And finally, her grandmother knew my mom and said, "Do you think Kelly would come over and talk with her?" So I went over and I told her all of these amazing things that she can do because she has type 1.
And that was because you also had type 1, correct?
Yeah, you can see all my gadgets on my arms. Yeah. So I also had it. So I knew the other side. It wasn't depressing. It wasn't down. There was this whole other aspect where I got to do a lot of things that people that don't have it simply don't get to do. And I left and she immediately went and tested her blood sugar, got her shot for her insulin. And that was incredibly rewarding. That just one 30-minute chat with this little girl changed her life. So that's how I got into the field that I am. Went to school, went to college, became a social worker, got my master's in social work, which has led to other trainings into the NeuroCoaching, which will help people through their emotional things in 1 to 5 sessions versus 12 with a traditional therapist.
Interesting. So let's talk about that. Who is the ideal candidate for you to work with?
The ideal candidate? Really, it's people who are struggling with anxiety. If you have panic attacks, you're a very good candidate. If you just can't seem to get the things done that you want to get done, then let's have a chat because we can probably get to the root of it and get you over that slump. People whose moods, they feel like they're a little bit depressed, then that's going to be a good candidate. Anybody who has physical pain and their body is hurting, I can help you with strategies to get out of that pain and have got an upcoming program that's really going to focus on people with pain.
There's a lot of posts in our groups. As you know, we're now across 6 states with MOMnation, and the majority of the posts that I'm seeing are related to a lot of the things that you're describing right now. So I feel like there's a lot of moms where maybe you would be a great connection for. So tell me a little bit about what meeting with you looks like. So if I were to say, hey, you know what, I'm ready to make some changes in my life, I'm gonna give Kelly a call. What does it look like after that?
So what it looks like is we set up a call just like this one, where you're on the side that Katie's on, I'm on the side that I'm on, and we do our session that way. If you're local to the Phoenix area, I do have an office in Tempe that we can meet at. So if you're more comfortable meeting in person, there is that option if you're local. If you've got kids, and there is no way you are able to leave the house this way is going to be perfect for you. And what we are going to do is a lot of yawning, and yawning helps bring the body back to homeostasis. So yawning is incredibly good for us. So anytime that you have a yawn, don't hold it back. Just let it out, because that's going to be really soothing and helpful for you. We also do a very slow movement. You see how slow that is, Katie?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have you practice. And if every day you set up a mindfulness bell, and I can show you what that looks like on your cell phone, it looks like this.
Oh, okay.
So try to get it out of the way of the window. So that's a mindfulness bell. It's on Android, it's on Apple phones, so they're easy to find. Set it off to go off at least once an hour. And when it goes off, we're going to take a mindful yawn and a slow motion movement. And we're actually going to do it, Katie, so don't worry, you're going to learn how.
Okay.
After doing this for a month, you're going to realize things don't bother me the way they used to.
Interesting.
I'm calmer around the kids. I don't snap back at my husband as often as I did before. That driver who just cut me off, they aren't going to get under my skin as easily as they did a month ago.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's very simple, but it's also teaching your mind and your brain just to relax. So doing that every day for just 1 minute is equal to a 20-hour-long meditation.
Wow, that's incredible. So this is only probably one technique that you use, yes, depending on the person that you have.
Right. It's one of many. This technique, though, is a common thread through all of the services that I offer. And it's because it's so powerful, yet it's so simple.
And maybe this is another conversation for another time, and just tell me, but how does that work? It seems like something that is so small, yet the things that you were describing are so huge. Because I don't know about you, but I know a lot of mamas that at the end of the day, it's really hard not to snap at your kid when they're doing the thing that you ask them not to do 500 times. And, you know, they watch you while they do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right. No, it is.
Really hard.
2 kids, and they're teenagers now. And sometimes it can be challenging. So I equate teenage years a lot to the toddler years, those 2s and 3s. And we kind of go back to that when we're a teenager, because at both of those ages and stages, they're really fighting to find their identity.
Yeah.
And you can control the little ones a little bit easier and let them flail on the floor with the tantrum. The older ones, it's a little bit harder.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine.
Because you get the sass back, you get the slamming up the door, you get the tears with both age groups. So it's something, and if you can incorporate this when your kids are younger with them, they're going to be able to catch their moods as well.
So it sounds like working with you is incredibly life-changing on a few different levels.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to be more calm? Who doesn't want to go with the flow, not allow little things to, you know, derail the whole day? Like, who doesn't want that? Do you have any specific examples of some people that you've worked with that have made some major changes?
So I do. I worked with a woman in England. She was a police officer and was really kind of bullied within the police force. One, for being a woman, And then for whatever reason, these men just mercifully picked on her.
Hmm.
I know, it's sad. As women who have been in a male-dominated workforce, you've probably experienced similar things occur,
Oh, yeah.
just as a woman's experience. So she had all of that. And then she was in an accident and ended up being in a wheelchair, which took even more impact on her.
I would bet she couldn't do her job anymore.
She couldn't do her job anymore. And in England, I think here people in wheelchairs are accepted a little bit more. We have lots of parking spaces. We have all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Over there, they don't. I don't know if you've ever been to England, and it's a beautiful country. They are not very well prepared for people that are handicapped. So there were just a lot of obstacles for her. She wanted to be a life coach, and she had all of this stuff going on for her, and she wasn't able to quite get to what she wanted to do, and she had all this pain. Well, we were able to help her remove the majority of her pain. Within 3 sessions, she was able to go out and do her volunteer work, where before she wouldn't go out and go to the pub with them after.
Mm-hmm.
She started going to the pub with them. And if she did go to the pub, she was sitting by herself and nobody was around her. But by that second session, between the second and third session, people all wanted to be with her. They wanted to surround her. They wanted to be in her company. And that hadn't ever happened for her before. That same week, she went and did the final step for her life coaching certification. And so it really, in a very dramatic short period of time, changed her life.
Wow.
Yeah. There's another woman I worked with, and she has some pretty constant pain. So with that, the pain doesn't go away, but this technique really helps you deal with it. So with that, she had huge amounts of depression and anxiety. We significantly decreased the anxiety and the depression. And she was able to continue with the yawning, like I just told you, do the yawning
Mm-hmm.
and the slow stretch once an hour while you're awake. And with that, she was able to get better control of the pain that she experiences. And then just doing one of the pain protocol sessions with me, her pain went from, she would usually be at an 8 and it would go down to between a 2 or a 0 even.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is incredible. So yeah, this stuff is amazing.
So completely life-changing. I get it. So people can contact you to have one-on-ones, kind of like we're doing a little sort of here. So they can contact you directly, but do I understand correctly that you also offer workshops or have some other things that people can plug into?
I do. Occasionally I'll do a free workshop over at the Hera Hub. And when I do them there, I also blast them out online. Okay. Because as moms, and sometimes I work with people that are over in Europe
Mm-hmm.
or Australia, and they obviously aren't coming out here. So I blast it online as well so that everyone can join in. Yeah,
I love that.
The next workshop I'll be doing, I need to get it on the schedule. It'll probably be in August. And it's either going to be really looking at your successes and savoring those, or how to reach your goals faster using a neurovision board.
Awesome. And that could be personal goals, business goals, financial goals. What kind of goals are you talking?
Anything that is your goal.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very specific to you. So if you're want to have your business thrive and you've got certain things you want to hit, then this is a really incredibly powerful way to get that done.
Awesome. How can our audience connect with you?
So you can connect with me via Facebook. I've got a Facebook page, NeuroFitness /NeuroFitness Release. And I also have a Facebook group that you can ask to join that's called Mindful Moments. And there just post, great things to help keep you mindful and grounded.
Awesome. I love it. And I will actually link those to the caption of this video. So it'll be very easy and clickable for whomever is watching if they want to reach out and touch you. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to add that we haven't chatted about?
Yes. So I'm going to ring our mindfulness bell.
Okay.
And we are going to take a deep mindful yawn. So with that yawn, I want you to feel it all the way down into your stomach. So, and the yawning will get easier. Some people feel like it's forced at first, but I'll yawn with you the whole way. So this
because yawning's contagious.
Yes, it is. So I will yawn with you, and then we will do that very slow movement. And if you're going too fast, Katie, I'm going to tell you to slow down. And what you'll want to feel is this relaxation. And once you hit this relaxation movement, you're going to know, okay, I got it, because that feels really, really good.
Okay.
Are you ready?
How many yawns? Just one?
We're just going to do one.
Okay.
Can you hear the bell? So one mindful yawn. Whew. And then one slow movement. And that movement can really be anything. But you should feel this sense of relaxation. Can you feel it?
That yawn really did it.
Yeah. And we're moving very, very slowly. And I've had people move their toes to get this feeling, even just moving one finger in a figure 8 or in a circle. And that's something I'll do a lot if I'm in traffic. So if I'm at a stoplight, I'll do a deep mindful yawn. And then I'll just move my finger very, very gently.
It's definitely relaxing, for sure.
Tell us how you're feeling. Describe what that feels like for you.
Not quite tingly, if that makes sense, but kind of almost there. Just, I'm trying to find an appropriate description.
Yeah.
My muscles feel energized almost.
Yeah.
It's not like tingles, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. So yawning actually is a way to wake you up.
Oh.
Not, oh, I'm sleepy. That's why I'm yawning. No, your body is yawning to try to wake you up.
Got you.
Yeah. So here's another tip. If you're on a big road trip, do 10 mindful yawns and it'll be equal to a shot of espresso.
No kidding.
Yeah.
See, I was kind of thinking, I guess probably everybody else too, the other way around, that the yawning means you got to find a bed real quick or something.
No, it'll wake you up. So just try it. You're tired. You've got a long drive. Do 10 mindful yawns and it'll help perk you up.
I love it. I love it. Awesome advice, Kelly. This is really cool. Like, seriously, I feel like I'll kind of, So thank you for that. I appreciate it. And you said the mindful bell is iTunes or whatever, or Apple, whatever.
Yeah. So
Awesome. That's what it looks like.
Very simple. And you can see I have it set up to go off every hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Very
Awesome.
Simple.
Well, thank you so much for spending some time with me today, Miss Kelly with NeuroFitness.
It was a pleasure. Thank you, Katie.
With you as well. All right, moms, as you know, this is brought to you by me with Team Evo AZ at eXp Realty. Until next time, bye-bye.